Pharaoh Menkauhor Kaiu. A detailed examination. Pharaoh Menkauhor Kaiu, a figure shrouded in a veil of historical ambiguity, stands as one of the less renowned rulers of Egypt's Old Kingdom. His reign, nestled in the 5th dynasty, is marked by significant architectural, administrative, and cultural advancements. This detailed examination seeks to unravel the life, achievements, and legacy of Menkauhor Kaiu, placing him in the broader context of ancient Egyptian history. Historical context and background. Menkauhor Kaiu ruled during a period often celebrated for its architectural innovation and centralized power, known as the Old Kingdom or the Age of the Pyramids. This era, spanning from approximately 2686 to 2181 before the Common Era, is characterized by the construction of grand pyramids and the establishment of a strong centralized state. The 5th dynasty, to which Menkauhor belonged, is particularly renowned for its monumental contributions to Egyptian architecture, including the iconic pyramids of Giza. Menkauhor's reign occurred during the latter part of this dynasty, following the long and prosperous rule of Pharaoh Neferkar and preceding the era of Pharaoh Djedkar. His immediate predecessors included Pharaohs Sahur and Neferkar, who left behind their own remarkable legacies. Menkauhor's rule, though shorter and less well-documented than those of his predecessors, played a crucial role in continuing the dynastic traditions and stabilizing the kingdom during a period of transition. Reign and achievements. Ascension to the throne. Menkauhor Kaiu's ascension to the throne marked a significant transition in the 5th dynasty. While the exact circumstances of his rise are not fully documented, it is believed that he came to power after the death of his predecessor, Pharaoh Neferkar. His rule, which lasted approximately 8 years, was characterized by a continuation of the architectural and administrative innovations of his forebears. Architectural contributions. One of the most notable aspects of Menkauhor's reign is his contribution to ancient Egyptian architecture. His most significant architectural project was the construction of his pyramid complex at Saqqara, a site renowned for its historical and cultural significance. This pyramid, while not as grand as those at Giza, was an important marker of his reign and represented a continuation of the architectural traditions established by previous pharaohs. The pyramid complex of Menkauhor, though less well-preserved than the Giza pyramids, offers valuable insights into the architectural styles and burial practices of the time. The structure is believed to have been originally covered in Tura limestone, a material known for its fine quality and durability. Over time, much of the pyramid casing was removed, and the structure fell into disrepair. However, archaeological excavations have revealed key features of the complex, including the mortuary temple and subsidiary pyramids for members of the royal family. The mortuary temple, an integral part of the pyramid complex, was designed to honor and sustain the king's spirit in the afterlife. It included a series of chapels, offering halls, and storage rooms for the goods and offerings necessary for the king's sustenance. These structures were adorned with intricate carvings and inscriptions, depicting various religious rituals and scenes of daily life. The subsidiary pyramids, likely intended for members of Menkauhor's family, further emphasized the importance of the royal lineage and the continuation of the dynasty. Menkauhor's architectural contributions extended beyond his pyramid complex. He is also credited with the construction of a sun temple, although its exact location remains uncertain. Sun temples were dedicated to the sun god Ra and played a crucial role in the religious and ceremonial life of the Old Kingdom. These temples were characterized by their open courtyards, obelisks, and altars for offerings to the sun god. The construction of such a temple by Menkauhor underscores the significance of solar worship during his reign and reflects his commitment to maintaining religious traditions. Administrative and economic policies. Menkauhor Kaiu's reign was also marked by significant administrative and economic policies. During his rule, there was a notable emphasis on the centralization of power and the consolidation of administrative functions. This approach helped maintain stability and continuity within the kingdom, ensuring that the central government could effectively manage the resources and affairs of the state. Economic stability during Menkauhor's reign was achieved through a combination of effective resource management and diplomatic relations with neighboring regions. The pharaoh's administration focused on agricultural production, trade, and the maintenance of infrastructure, all of which contributed to the overall prosperity of the kingdom. The Nile River, a vital lifeline for the Egyptian civilization, was meticulously managed to ensure the fertility of the land and the productivity of the agricultural sector. Agriculture was the backbone of the Egyptian economy, and Menkauhor's administration implemented policies to maximize agricultural output. This included the construction and maintenance of irrigation systems, the regulation of crop cycles, and the storage of surplus produce for times of scarcity. The administration also oversaw the collection of taxes and tributes, which were used to fund public projects and support the royal household. Trade played a significant role in Menkauhor's economic policies. Egypt's strategic location and access to the Mediterranean and Red Seas facilitated trade with neighboring regions, including Nubia, the Levant, and Punt. These trade networks allowed for the exchange of goods such as gold, incense, ebony, and exotic animals, which were highly valued in Egypt. Menkauhor's administration ensured the security of trade routes and established diplomatic relations with neighboring regions to foster trade and economic growth. The maintenance of infrastructure was another key aspect of Menkauhor's economic policies. The construction and upkeep of roads, canals, and storage facilities were essential for the efficient movement of goods and resources. The administration also invested in the construction of public buildings, including temples, granaries, and administrative offices, which served as centers of economic and administrative activity. Religious and cultural impact. Religion and culture played a vital role in Menkauhor's reign, as they did in the broader context of ancient Egyptian society. Menkauhor was a devout follower of the traditional Egyptian pantheon, and his reign saw the continuation of religious practices and temple construction. Although specific details about his personal religious practices are scarce, it is clear that he maintained the traditions and customs of the time. Culturally, Menkauhor's reign contributed to the ongoing development of Egyptian art and literature. While his own contributions in these areas are not well documented, the broader context of his reign reflects a period of artistic flourishing and cultural continuity. Art from this period, including sculpture and jewelry, exhibits the high level of craftsmanship and artistic expression that characterized the Old Kingdom. Religious practices during Menkauhor's reign were centered around the worship of the traditional Egyptian gods, particularly the sun god Ra. The construction of the Sun Temple, attributed to Menkauhor, underscores the significance of solar worship during this period. Religious rituals and ceremonies were conducted to honor the gods and ensure their favor and protection. These rituals included offerings, prayers, and the performance of sacred rites by priests and priestesses. The continuation of religious practices and temple construction during Menkauhor's reign also played a role in reinforcing the divine authority of the pharaoh. As the intermediary between the gods and the people, the pharaoh was responsible for maintaining Ma'at, the cosmic order and balance. This divine mandate legitimized the pharaoh's rule and ensured the stability and prosperity of the kingdom. Art and literature from Menkauhor's reign reflect the cultural values and aesthetic preferences of the time. Sculptures and reliefs from this period depict scenes of daily life, religious rituals, and the natural world with remarkable detail and realism. Jewelry and other decorative arts showcase the skill and creativity of Egyptian artisans, who used materials such as gold, silver, and precious stones to create intricate and beautiful pieces. Literary works from this period, including inscriptions and texts, provide valuable insights into the beliefs, values, and experiences of the ancient Egyptians. These texts often include hymns, prayers, and mythological narratives that reflect the religious and cultural context of the time. They also provide glimpses into the administrative and legal practices of the Old Kingdom, offering a comprehensive view of Menkauhor's reign. Legacy and historical impact. Evaluation of historical records. Menkauhor Kaiu's historical impact is somewhat obscured by the passage of time and the scarcity of surviving records. Unlike his more famous predecessors, there are fewer inscriptions and monuments directly attributed to him. However, the available evidence provides a valuable glimpse into his reign and contributions. Records from later periods, including the Middle Kingdom and New Kingdom, reference Menkauhor in various contexts. These references, though limited, indicate that his reign was recognized and remembered by subsequent generations. His contributions to architecture, administration, and culture were acknowledged and built upon by later pharaohs. Menkauhor's pyramid complex, though less well-preserved than those of his predecessors, remains a testament to his architectural ambitions and the continuation of pyramid construction techniques during his reign. The mortuary temple and subsidiary pyramids associated with his complex offer insights into the religious and funerary practices of the time. Later records, including king lists and historical texts, mention Menkauhor as a ruler of the 5th dynasty. These references, though brief, indicate that his reign was considered significant enough to be included in the historical record. The legacy of his architectural projects, administrative policies, and cultural contributions persisted in the collective memory of ancient Egypt. Comparison with contemporary pharaohs. When compared to his contemporaries, Menkauhor Kaiu's reign appears to have been relatively short and less eventful. However, it is essential to recognize that the impact of a ruler cannot always be measured by the scale of their achievements alone. Menkauhor's role in maintaining the stability and continuity of the 5th dynasty was crucial, even if his personal contributions were less dramatic than those of his predecessors and successors. In particular, Menkauhor's architectural projects, such as his pyramid complex at Saqqara, played a significant role in the ongoing development of pyramid construction techniques and burial practices. His administrative and economic policies also contributed to the overall stability and prosperity of the Old Kingdom. Menkauhor's reign can be seen as a period of consolidation and continuity within the 5th dynasty. While his achievements may not have been as grandiose as those of his predecessors, they were nonetheless important for maintaining the stability and prosperity of the kingdom. His contributions to architecture, administration, and culture were integral to the ongoing development of ancient Egyptian civilization. Conclusion. Pharaoh Menkauhor Kaiu, despite the relative scarcity of detailed records about his reign, remains a significant figure in the history of ancient Egypt. His contributions to architecture, administration, and culture were integral to the continuity of the Old Kingdom and the 5th dynasty. By examining his reign in the context of the broader historical and cultural developments of the time, we gain valuable insights into the complexities of ancient Egyptian society and the role of its rulers. As we continue to explore the remnants of his legacy through archaeological discoveries and historical research, Menkauhor Kaiu's place in Egyptian history will become increasingly clear. His role in maintaining the traditions and stability of his time underscores the importance of each ruler in shaping the course of ancient Egyptian civilization. The study of Menkauhor's reign also highlights the interconnectedness of architecture, administration, religion, and culture in ancient Egypt. His architectural projects, administrative policies, and religious practices were all part of a broader effort to maintain order and prosperity within the kingdom. These interconnected aspects of his reign reflect the holistic nature of ancient Egyptian society, where the pharaoh's responsibilities encompassed all areas of life. In conclusion, Pharaoh Menkauhor Kaiu's reign, though less documented than those of some of his contemporaries, remains a vital part of the history of the Old Kingdom. His contributions to architecture, administration, and culture provide valuable insights into the complexities of ancient Egyptian society and the role of its rulers. As we continue to uncover new evidence and reevaluate existing records, our understanding of Menkauhor Kaiu's legacy will continue to evolve, shedding new light on this intriguing and enigmatic figure in ancient Egyptian history.